Dusts off Latham. And Robert drops with that lower leg right down the back of Larry Latham. Gibson's have looked very good in the opening moments. We're fast approaching the 7-minute mark with 53 minutes to wrestle. Ricky took over from Robert, and the crowd, I think, realizing that they probably did not make a tag. Rick goes after Ferris, who got in there without benefit of a tag. And the Gibsons run the Blonde Bombers head on into each other. Whipped in the direction of Robert, who tags him good. Ooh, he just made it. Pressure point hold from Ricky Gibson on Latham. He's on the right side. Turnbuckle. And right into the foot tag to Ferris. Ferris takes over. Ooh, backdrop. Ferris follows it up. He's using a flat of the foot. Tag on Latham. Using an open hand. Robert tags Rick. All four of them in the ring at once. Latham's head into Davis's helmet. Goes for a sleeper hold, but he's nailed by Ferris. Latham rolls over on top of Rick. 2, 3, he got him. Minutes, 2 seconds. It was going well until Ferris nailed Rick Gibson from behind. Couldn't see what he had in his hand. It certainly appeared to me that he had something. The referee was trying to get Robert Gibson out of it, out of the ring. And so Wayne Ferris turns the tide. Latham makes the cover, but it was Ferris who nailed Rick Gibson, and still the Southern Tag Team champions, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham, in 10:02.
Well, I'll tell you what a whale of a match that was. Gibson's looking great in there. Ferris and Latham still have the titles. Back with more action coming up in just a moment. wrestling on Monday night. It is Tuesday night. It's so hard to break that habit. I hope you folks will break the habit and put it down right now. This coming week, because of a prior commitment in the Mid-South Coliseum, action will be on Tuesday night. The ticket office will be open all day on Monday, all day on Tuesday, and of course up till 5 o'clock today. More about that a little bit later. Speaking of the Gibsons a little bit earlier, and that great goal for that Southern Tag title on it, we had a chance to talk to Rick and Robert about it, and let's take a listen right now to what they had to say. We're standing here with a couple of guys I'm really delighted to be standing with. Didn't get a chance to them talk before their last appearance in Memphis. Rick and Robert Gibson, and you guys were in here last Monday night in order to go for the Southern Tag belts, Rick. And I got to say one thing. You showed Ferris and Latham that there's some other folks that can get in that ring and get tough.
Well, Lance, first of all, I'd like to thank the people in Memphis for the warm reception that we got. Now, Davis, Latham, and Ferris, we came out there last Monday night to win them belts. You know, I feel a little down today. I feel a little down because of one thing. I underestimated you, Sergeant Davis. I underestimated you. You pulled out one of your tricks out of your bag, but was going to run my head and hold the helmet up and hit my head. Yes. Right, Lance? You know, I'm standing here, I feel like the uncrowned champion, because all the people, the thousands of people there were in Memphis Monday night, seeing that I had the man beat. I had you beat. I had my sleeper on you. You tried your trick. You tried to hit my head with your helmet. It didn't work. It backfired on you. And then when I put the sleeper on you, I just knew. I knew right then, Lance, that we had the belts won. Okay, Latham, Ferris, and Davis. Let me tell you, especially Davis, come Tuesday night, you better bring all of it. You better load up, brother, because we're going to load up. We're coming out there to win this Tuesday night in Memphis, Tennessee. People, I let you down last week. This week, coming Tuesday night, I'm not going to let you down because I got one thing in mind, and that's to win. I don't care if it takes to break an arm or crack a leg, whatever it takes to pull an eye out, I'm going to do Tuesday night, Lance, because there's one thing I want, and that's the Southern Tag Team belts. Well,
Rick, I don't think there's any letting down or anything else. You and Robert just really dominated Ferris and Latham. That was one man's opinion, but I think it was shared by a lot of them. But I think you did learn one thing, Robert, and that is the fact that, as Rick says, you can't underestimate this Ferris